Hello everybody.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
We've missed you.
We do. And welcome to Seoul Restaurant. You've been here before?
I have been here before.
When?
1 or 2 times, I believe.
2 times.
Yes. What about you?
I've been here 3 times before. First of all, it's a Korean-themed restaurant in Vanløse. It's not actually technically in Copenhagen, but it's part of what we call Big Copenhagen.
Yes.
We want to show you guys what it's all about, and then of course we will use this excuse to eat some delicious food.
Which we always love to do.
I always love to do.
And perhaps one thing that we should also name is that this restaurant is sort of famous or known for Korean barbecue. And that you will see in just a moment.
So first of all, we have this. What is this?
This is a sheet where you fill out the food that you want to order.
This restaurant is all-you-can-eat restaurant, which means that you just fill out a form here, then you get that food, and you can keep filling it out a new form until you fill. Then you pay one price for it, and as long as you don't leave any leftovers afterwards, that's it.
We are going to start with Korean barbecue. So we'll show you the traditional things and the way that Korean barbecue is eaten.
When you get here, there's different kind of things you can order, but we have decided for 2 things we want to try. The first one is called bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Then we also want to try the samgyeopsal. Now we also want to have some side dishes.
Yes.
So how many should we order?
I say we order all of them.
All of them?
We just take the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing. Let's go.
The next step is ordering. We do that by filling out the form, and then we push a button that's set on the table. This is also very traditional Korean.
Can you take it off? Is it glued?
I believe it's glued. Yeah, it's
All
usually
right.
glued.
Push the button.
And the
Wonderful.
food bell rings.
Can we get that? So now we ordered, and then they could come out with the food in a moment. Until then, we have some specific kind of eating equipment here.
Yes.
Will you walk us through it?
So here we have traditional Korean chopsticks, which are a little bit different than Chinese or Japanese chopsticks. They're always made of metal, and then as you can see, they're quite thin. So they are a bit difficult to learn how to hold if you're not used to them, but these are very traditional. And then there's always a spoon that comes with it for soup.
That's just a normal spoon. There's nothing special there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's just a spoon.
We also have the
Oh, this, yeah.
What do you call it? What's it called in English?
In English, we call these wet naps.
Wet nap.
It's just what is it? Like a little piece of paper that has some alcohol on it to clean your hands after you've eaten Korean
If
barbecue.
you don't know what it is, you're gonna be in for a ride. I think most people know what it is.
I think
though.
so too, yeah.
So
Tack ska
thank
du
you.
ha.
So here we have a special kind of tea here. Have you tried it before?
I have actually. When I was in Korea, I remember trying this. I can't exactly remember the flavor of it, but I think it's a bit sweet.
Would you say it's more like soda or more like tea?
I would say it's more like tea.
All right.
And there
let's
are no
try
bubbles in it.
So you get served with a glass of ice. So let's try it.
Yes,
Shall we?
let's do it. And we can say cheers in Korean.
Oh, how's it?
In Korean, it's kongbē.
Kongbē.
Kongbē, yeah.
Kongbē. Kongbē. Interesting.
Oh, I love it. I think it tastes like eating potatoes, almost, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it does.
And I love anything carbohydrates, so for me it's...
I think my brain got tricked a little bit because it looks like a soda. In all aspects, it just looks like a soda.
And you were expecting a sweet flavor,
Yes,
right?
I'm expecting some kind of sugar of any kind.
I like it. Do you like it?
I think it's a quiet taste, to be honest.
Ciao.
Here we go. Here we go. So all the side dishes coming now, guys.
So all these small side dishes are called banchan.
Hanjan.
Yes.
Mm.
There's lidt plads herovre ved this.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed you're putting all the food close to yourself over here.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Potato pancakes, kimchi pancakes, green onion pancakes, sweet and sour cabbage, spicy cabbage, bean sprouts, Chinese radish, which is quite spicy, regular kimchi. This is our last side dish. This is kimbap, and it is like the Korean version, I guess, of sushi, you could say. So
It's a seaweed roll. Japanese, you call it for sushi. And in Korean, you call it for...
kimbap.
So now you know?
Yep.
So it's not Korean sushi. That's wrong.
No, that you're right. That
It
is
is
right.
Korean rice roll.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, guys, come on. So I got a lot of side dishes now, and side dishes is very traditional you always get in Korean restaurants. This is all you can eat, as we said, so it means that we have to order it, but normally you would get quite a lot of these things just served with your food without ordering. You don't have to pay extra for that or anything like that. It is simply known in Korea as a service. That's what good service is in Korea, getting additional food, which I'm so down with.
Yes, I am
Yes.
also down with that.
Wonderful.
And also at home, when people eat, banchan is very traditional. There are a lot of little small dishes set out. So this is just a normal way to eat food. There's always a lot of small side dishes.
Yeah. So we also got the meat now for the barbecue. We ordered the bulgogi, which is basically beef marinated. It's very delicious. And then we got the, what's it called?
Samgyeopsal.
We got the samgyeopsal, which is pork.
It's the belly of a pork. The first step is to turn the oven on. So.
No.
Oh, it's unlocked. Yeah.
Oh no,
Maybe,
yeah.
Perhaps
Okay.
we should get a.
No, so you have to. If you don't know how to do this, get some of the waiters to do it, because you can fuck up so easily.
And one thing that we should show you before we start that is a very traditional cooking utensil in Korea is kitchen scissors. And these are used for everything from noodles to meat to spring onions.
All right, this is becoming quite hot now.
Okay.
So what we need to do, are you
Am I the grill master?
the grill
here?
master?
Yep. I can.
So we got a scissor, as we talked about before. The reason we got is because we got all the meat we want to eat in this uncut form. So you actually have to cut it. There we go.
There we go. And then you get tongs, so you can flip the meat, of course.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Some of you may be like thinking, why do we have to do this ourselves? And I would say this is just very fun to do in some way.
It's really fun, yeah.
Especially because you're working with people, you make food for each other. Of course, the kitchen has made the main part of the food processing, but you actually kind of do the finishing touch yourself and give it to your friends and family. It's really nice. All right, should we put some bulgogi?
Yes.
Bulgogi.
Take a bit of this here.
So the bulgogi is made with green onions as well. So there's both meat and vegetables down in here. Because of that, a lot of Korean restaurants in Denmark has to be very specific about what kind of green onions they buy. Fun fact, one of my friends has just started a Korean restaurant in Aarhus, and they had specifically to get green onions made without dirt. So it's like in water
Without dirt?
only. Yeah, so they're not in dirt, they're just in water.
Okay, we learn something new every day. And the one special thing to note about bulgogi is that it's a bit sweeter, and it's made sweet usually traditionally with pears. So it's a traditional beef dish with a hint of sweetness in it.
Yeah.
Whereas the pork belly is just straight up pork. Now when
Yeah.
you see that one side is pretty much done cooking, it's very easy, just start flipping, like a normal barbecue. What did you try? The kimbap?
Yeah,
Is it good?
really good.
5 minutes later.
We just got told by the waiter that you actually don't have to cut it before you put it on. It's actually easier not to do that. You cut it when you're done making it. So
Yes, so this whole long strip, if you just throw it onto the
Just put it
barbecue,
on,
let it cook,
yeah.
and then cut afterwards.
So now we learned something
Yes.
today. Yay!
Yay! Now we're going to show you how you make a small traditional wrap with Korean barbecue.
The first thing you do is you take one piece of lettuce, then you take some rice and put on top of it. You take some of the dip we have here, put it on top of the rice, and then you take one piece of meat of your liking, or two pieces
Or
of
two
meat
if
of
you
your
like the meat,
liking.
yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna judge you if you do that. That's just fine. Then you take this, roll it together, then you eat it.
I'm just, pardon my reach, I'm also going to start one over here.
Now, Marissa does a little different actually, but there's no right way to do this. Do it the way you think is most delicious.
Exactly. I'm going to try a little bit with the bulgogi, some that is a little bit sweeter. And then I've learned, this is the way I learned to do it, where I just kind of dip it.
I normally bite it over. You don't have to do that. You can just like, if you want that instead.
That is not nearly enough rice. And how does it taste, Peter? I'm seeing Peter do a little happy dance, and I think that is a good sign.
All right, so we've done all the meat now. We're still gonna eat a little more, so everyone's good. We also have some more side dishes back and stuff like that. But we know we can eat more. So we're gonna add some more to our list. If you leave something you don't eat, you have to pay additional for that. So don't do that. But we are professional Korean food eaters.
Yes.
It's no problem for us.
So this will be gone.
What are we gonna order now?
So the next step is we're going to order some main dishes and some soups.
All right.
5 minutes later.
So now we've received our big steaming hot pot of bibimbap, which is traditionally served in a stone bowl that is heated. I'm not sure if you can hear it. If you come a little bit closer, maybe you can hear the sounds of everything kind of cooking. And it is a mix of vegetables rice, and then there's always a raw egg put on top. And what you do is you take your chopsticks and you mix it all together really fast, and then just mix it around, and at that point the egg cooks while it's sitting in the bowl.
The bowl is hot. Do not
There
touch
you
the bowl. It's so hot for a reason, because when you mix the rice and the egg and less in the bottom, it gets so crispy and cooked, and it's so good. And we need to hurry and do it now before it gets too cold.
Yes.
Right, so now we mixed it. And now I would say that it's set for what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
A few minutes, yeah.
It doesn't have to be specific,
Nope.
but it's gonna slowly become very crispy in the bottom, and that's just where it's really good, guys. So you have to have patience. Also, it's vegan. It's really good. In the meantime,
Let's eat
we
more.
got some
Oh, yeah.
tea. So I got specifically lemon and honey tea.
And I got a traditional corn tea, which is, people drink it with every meal. It's very traditional in Korea.
Should we be really British?
We could do pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
Can we do it? Pinkies up.
It's very small because of my big man hands. Cheers, my good sir.
Cheers, darling.
Yeah. Oh, this is really good. I haven't tried this before.
You haven't tried this one. This
it's
is
really
one
good.
of my favorites, actually.
Is it?
But this, again, the taste is very different. I think if you're not used to, it's just like drinking corn water, actually. It's delicious.
Wow, it tastes like popcorn in liquid form. It
See?
tastes like popcorn.
Yeah, it's delicious.
We're getting more food, I can see now.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Ramen.
Yes.
Yes. All right. This is chini noodles, and it's a very spicy noodle with a little bit of cheese on the top. I haven't tried neither of these actually here before. Have you?
No, I haven't, actually.
All right.
This is the first time.
Let's do the bibimbap first. So make sure to scoop some of the bottom up so you get some of the crispy rice. Oh. It is just one big mouthful of spicy chunkiness. That's the best way to describe it.
Spicy flavor blast in
Yeah.
your mouth.
It's really good.
You get a lot of different things. It's spicy, it's a little creamy, crispy,
Ooh, it's actually pretty spicy.
all the vegetables.
Wow.
Peter's too Danish, he can't handle it.
I'm doing good. I am practicing all I
I'm
can.
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I am so far ahead of my boyfriend right now.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Fair enough.
I'm really trying, guys.
Okay, right. You shouldn't be ashamed.
Anywho. So, let's get to the next one. This has 3 marks of spiciness. This had none.
Oh, this one had, I didn't see that. Okay, this might even be too spicy for me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is little spicy. This is gonna kill us.
I always eat ramen with chopsticks. And then I use the spoon for the broth.
How? Show me.
You just, like a normal noodle, see? Do, 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 bum, bum, bum.
We're gonna make a mess
Okay,
on this
This
table.
is also going to be extremely hot. Yes.
So it's also a fresh bowl, remember that? And it's gonna be also a little cheesy and everything. It's gonna be so good.
Okay.
So normally what I do is like I take the spoon, actually collect it. And the cheese is good. It's not that spicy.
That's not, no.
It's not. Why? This has non-spice levels, and this is like top spice.
Oh, you know what?
levels.
Wait a minute. Can you feel it now? It comes a little bit afterwards, I
Oh,
think. There's a
no.
slight after kick taste that you get.
All right. I'm still trying to recover from the last spiciness. It was worse than I thought.
So we've gotten 2 different soups here. This is kimchi soup, which is kimchi in a soup broth.
It is as plain as it sounds.
And very
it's-
traditional
it's
as well.
Still delicious,
Still delicious.
mind you.
And then this one is a seaweed soup.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you can explain a bit about that, the tradition behind eating seaweed soup.
Seaweed soup is actually very high on iron because it's seaweed, which is high on iron, if you didn't know that already. And it's a very traditional thing in Korea. Back in the days, you ate this while you were pregnant and after you get birth because of the huge blood demand from your body when you're pregnant and when you get birth. So you eat this a lot to get all your iron deposit back up on the good level. But traditional that every time you have a birthday, you eat this as kind of a memory of your mother going through child labor and the beautiful thing about you being born. So if you have any Korean friends, if it's a birthday, look up how to make seaweed soup and make it to them. They will love it. So
I'm
much
ready to try.
dying right now.
Are you still? Is it too hot?
It is, my body is still like trying to get over
Take a bit of that the sweet potato one. I'm fine. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It must be the
Wow.
Korean genes.
Do we want to die first or do we want to be happy first? Okay.
Oh, gee.
The camera woman wants us to die, so let's do that. Let's try it.
Ready?
It tastes a little more like tomato. Tomatoey than I thought it would do.
Yeah.
And strong.
See, I don't think it's strong, but maybe that's just me.
It's a strong thing. I would say if I ate this whole bowl in one swoop, I would probably have to go to the bathroom afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
So
From
now
a
we do
Dane and a Korean American,
I don't know.
different taste buds.
Should we try the heavy one then?
Let's try it.
Let's try it. Remember to get a little seaweed whiff on your spoon. It is very delicious. It's good. We definitely did it in the wrong order because this is so spicy that my mouth is burning, and now I'm eating this. Seaweed soup is actually not that strong taste. It's actually quite mild
It's
taste.
very mild, yeah.
So now my mouth is burning from all the spicy stuff, which means this just tastes maybe a little too bland. And here's a little tip for all of you meat eaters out there that has to go in here with all your non-meat eating friends. You maybe be like, well, this is only rice and vegetables. Why should I do that? Well, if you made a lot of this lovely meat before, you can save it, and then you can just put it on top of all the vegetables and eat that.
There are also different versions of bibimbap where there is meat in it, so you can order with meat or without meat.
But not here.
Not here, no, but
Not
not
here.
at Restaurant Seoul.
So guys, we are getting close to the end. We need to eat all this food, but we're just gonna put a few more remarks about this place before we leave you.
They have a very wide selection of traditional Korean drinks. They have makgeolli, which is a traditional Korean rice wine kind of thing. It's very alcoholic, very strong. And then soju, which is also a similar kind of drink, and it's alcoholic as well.
Then they have sodas, normal Danish sodas, and they have a little more tea variants, and that's kind of it. Also some beers and stuff like that. So say no matter what you drink, you can find it here. Now when you get in here, of course, there's other things you can order as well. All the food is part of the all you can eat, but there's also some desserts that's not part of it you can order, and of course all the drinks and normal wine and stuff like that is all in here. If you wish to buy this lovely portion of meat of all you can eat, 2 hours a Libitum, which means all you can eat basically,
Yes.
is 180 kronas per person. Of course, you have to buy drinks on the side, so it's going to cost a little extra if you buy expensive drinks, and if you just stick to water, it's going to definitely be the cheapest options for you. Now, there is also another option if you feel a little fancy and want to have fun with your friends on a Saturday night. You order the whole all-you-can-eat buffet for 3 hours and all-you-can-drink. So wine, beer, soda, soju,
makgeolli.
wine again, sure.
More wine.
All the things, and that costs 400 kronas per person. It's more expensive, but if you know how much you can drink and you think that's gonna make it worth it, I would say this is a good place to get happy, drunk, and
Fill your belly up with delicious food.
yeah. So do consider that, definitely. It's a good price. It's one of the cheaper ones of the options. This can be bought other places in Copenhagen, and it's still super good food. It's so wonderful, really awesome.
And actually, isn't it true that of all of the Korean places in Copenhagen, isn't this the only Korean barbecue place?
No, there is others.
There is others,
Yeah,
okay.
there's actually quite a few others as well.
Oh, man.
But they're like double the price. This is the only place in Copenhagen where you can get Korean barbecue and all you can eat at the same time. Now, as you have seen, we've been enjoying both the vegan and non-vegan part, but actually, some of you may know, our lovely camerawoman behind the scene is actually not eating meat at all. And now we're gonna have the judgment. Is it a thumbs up or thumbs down for Korean, Seoul Restaurant, barbecue, whatever we call it? Is it good or bad for a vegan?
Ooh, thumbs up. Good for
Yes.
vegans and vegetarians.
It is. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us and learning a little bit about Korean barbecue. And thank you to Restaurant Seoul for hosting us today.
Now, go away. We need to eat.
Bye.